Hello, everyone. I am so excited for today. I am Deanne Castro, Creative Memories Advisor in Bakersfield, California. And I have two super easy, super fun, and I don't know, I would say stunning, but not really stunning, but two ideas with the National Scrapbook Day papers and punch to show you today. Super easy, and it's kind of like a no-brainer. So don't let National Scrapbook Day go by with you not using these supplies and using these on your pages. All right, let's go ahead and switch over to the desktop and I'll show you. Okay, look at these guys. My upline, Lanita Medina, showed this today. Well, I saw it today. She showed it a few days ago. But this, oh my gosh, this is a game changer for me. And this one I came up with super easy for my National Scrapbook Days. It's got the plants in it and it's got the pots, and all it was a simple fold after I punched it. So let me show you how I did these, okay? The first one, this one, was done with this punch. This is so amazing to me. It's so simple, so easy, and I didn't see it until I saw my upline do this. This paper comes in one of the paper collections of the National Scrapbook Day. I believe it came in the project recipe kit. And I love it. And I also love the back. So I didn't tend to cut this out very much. I did a border a couple weeks back where I hand cut these out. And I wish I had known this trick before I had hand cut them to put them on the borders that I did. This is so easy. Watch. You're going to take this punch, the potted plant punch. You're going to turn it over. And then you're going to put this paper in, just like this. And you're going to match it up. Let's see, which one starts first? Hold on, that one doesn't start first. Let me cut this. This one starts with the big one first, and I didn't realize that, but okay. This row starts with the small one first. So when you turn this over, it matches these. So you put this in the punch, push it all the way up against the back, center the pots. Look how it covers up all the color on those, and punch. Oops. Look at this. Look at this. It cuts it perfect. So turn it back over and do it again. So center them on there. I'm going to look a little closer. They don't have to be perfect, because then what it does is it'll also give some small brown background on it, which helps it stand out a little better. But get this on here as centered as you can. Okay, see, it's as centered as I can get it. And punch. And do this 2 more times. And you're going to have a perfectly punched border. Look at this. Isn't this amazing? Isn't this so cool? I love it. I love it. And then all you have to do is put it on your page. So let me move this out of the way. And there's one. Okay, now we've got the second one. This one I used this paper with. So it's got the brown on the back, and it's got the green leaves and all this stuff in the front. Now this paper is a little directional. So as you can see, this is kind of sideways. So when you put it in your trimmer, you're going to want to put it in this way so that when you turn it back around, and it doesn't really matter, because these go up and down, but at least they're going up and down on here. So the first thing you want to do is cut this at 2 1/8 inches. Let's see, let me turn this around. 2 1/8. Okay, so that is just 2 little tick marks over from the 2. Oops, I'm dropping the paper. Okay, so we've got the 2. The first little tick mark is the 16th, and the second little mark is the 8th. So that's where you're going to line this up at, is on the 2 and the 8. Okay, so turn this around, 2 1/8. Make sure it's straight and cut it. Okay, then we're going to switch out the blade. We're going to use the scoring blade. Okay, and we are going to score this where one side is 3/4. So I'm just going to use this side over here. The first full line down this trimmer is 1/2 inch. So the next line is 3/4 of an inch. So line this up right on that 3/4 of an inch and score the paper. Okay, careful that if this mat is a little used, that you don't push too hard, because you want this to be, did I do that right? Yes. You're going to want this to fold over, but you don't want it to go through the paper. Okay, so you fold it over like this. Then use your tape runner or repositionable tape, run it all the way down this 3/4 of an inch side and fold over. Okay, now you're going to put it in the punch. But if you see, what you need to do is you need to line the edge up with this black line right here, but the paper's too thin. So I've showed this before, but I'm going to show it again. You take a Post-it note and you line it up right along the edge of the paper right here, just like this. Okay, that's going to stick the Post-it note out far enough where you can see where you need to line the paper up at. Okay, so now you can see you need to line it up on this line. If you were, and I'm going to move it from the left to the right. If you were moving the paper from the right to the left, you'd put the Post-it note on the other side. Okay, so you line it up with that line, punch, move this over and line up. So you've got all of this blue showing the exact pattern of what this is punching. So you want to line this up to where all the blue is covered up. Now it's yellow because we have that Post-it note on it. Remember, the Post-it note's on it, so it's going to look a different color. But cover that all up right there. Keep the paper pushed towards the back on this side. Okay, and put it again. And continue on doing the same thing all the way across. Let's get this straight. Okay, punch again and punch one more time. Now this is going, since you don't have the rest of this, you can't see and you can't hold it down. Kind of push on this so you make sure it goes against the back underneath this. So push on it so you kind of twist a little bit to make sure it goes underneath there in the back. Line it up on this side, punch again. And just like that, you have your potted plants. Isn't that fun? It was so easy doing this way. And I was trying to fold it all kinds of different directions. I was hand cutting things out, and all you had to do was cut it and score it. And it worked just perfect. So let me move this. Here's the make and take idea that I used for my National Scrapbook Days this time. So I used this as the background, and the other side of the paper is this one. Okay, so I used this as the full sheet. This is 2 inches. This one down here is 2 inches. And I used this potted plant to go right along the edge to kind of blend that together. But we could also use this one. It's already pre-cut, already ready. You just set it right there on the top, and you have your page all done. And then this was an embellishment, and so was this here on the top was an embellishment. And then you've got your page all ready to go for all of your photos. Okay? Let me know what you think. I was so excited to show these to you. This is so fun. And it was so easy. Isn't that great? So don't let your National Scrapbook Day go by without making these 2 simple borders for your pages. They'll go a long way. And the same concept may work on other types of borders as well. Okay, so let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about the uncurled hair, because I didn't curl it today. Some people kind of like it straight, so I tend to like it totally curled. But I was in a hurry. I wanted to show this to you, so let me know what you think. If you want to join my Facebook group, it is a work in progress, but I try to uh, post all of the upcoming new products, ideas that I found from somewhere else, or try to remember to post these videos on there as well. Let me know, ask to join, and I'll let you in. And then I'd love to see you guys start sharing what you have made using my videos or other ideas that you have seen. So let's get some sharing going on these, all right? Okay, so I will talk to you next week. Have a great week. Enjoy your National Scrapbook Day items. If you don't have them yet, get a hold of your advisor, because I'm sure she still has them. They're still available on our website. But get a hold of these things because I just think they're amazing. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks so much. Bye.